of Venetian blinds. I'm trying to manifest some things in my subconscious mind that I have only seen in dreams in my unconscious mind. My dreams unrefined, spring to mind, a state of mind that make it seem this lucky life of mine is pre-designed. And if it is, then thank the Lord, cause that's the mastermind.
Today, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Cleveland Browns and the Kansas City Chiefs. Cody Parkey now, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense now ready to go to work for the first time, led by Patrick Mahomes, the 2018 NFL Most Valuable Player.
Another big year from arguably the best quarterback in the NFL. And while we enjoy his excellence, let's not take it for granted. He threw for over 4,700 yards, second only to Deshaun Watson, 38 touchdown passes, and led the Chiefs back to the Super Bowl, while completing a career-high 66% of his passes. He did have a toe injury during the playoffs that hobbled him, and he had off-season surgery to correct that. We expect this guy to continue to be magnificent.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. CD, you take a look at this draft class from this offense, and they went defense with their first-round pick.
Yeah, and you and I both know there were a lot of good players on that list, but this was a defense that was in need of an infusion of youth and speed, and that's what they got.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Obviously, slowing down Mahomes, going to be a tall order. He gets the completion there, but what do defenses need to try to do against him?
Well, as we saw in the Super Bowl against Tampa Bay, their number one goal was to get him to third down and long situations. Not third and manageable, meaning 3rd and 4 or less, but 3rd and 7 or more. There were plenty of those situations because now you can unleash your pass rushers. And if you can get that going, get him pressured in the pocket, get him on the move, use those 7 behind him to cover, that's how you can play Patrick Mahomes the best, I believe.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now it's Mahomes again. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Double tight. Even. 4 down. Even.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, Fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary. But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire is a do-it-all back, and he did plenty on that run. And as a rookie, 803 yards rushing for the season, and Kansas City may look to up his workload a little bit in year 2. The last pick of the first round in 2020, he more than justified that selection with his ability to run the football and catch it out of the backfield.
Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back.
You gotta be smarter than that.
Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here, a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
Dancing to his left. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Gets this into the hands of Gray, the tight end. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Butker's kick here is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Check, 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 check. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Hey, here I come, here I come, here I come.
On play action, now Brady. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Brady. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. This is McCaffrey on the give. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He'll get this one to Galladay. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Etienne will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Parkey with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Here's Mecole Hardman. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call.
control. Let's just make plays, man.
Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Mahomes now on first down. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kent. City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 76 yards. And the Chiefs on just 2 plays have taken the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Brady now to throw. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Jarvis Landry now in his 4th year with Cleveland, a 5-time Pro Bowler. No one plays harder in the league, and he's only missed 1 game in 7 years. He does what he always does, makes a nice catch there.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. Brady now on first down. Sideline throw, that's caught by Landry. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, a 22.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Now Brady. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. That catch good for only a couple. The Browns try to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. They'll try to run with ETN. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Travis Etienne making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time in the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Out comes Patrick Mahomes in the Chiefs offense. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass, no interceptions for him personally to this point. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached... All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Browns offense getting set to go to work here to start the third. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Tyrann Mathieu, the All-Pro, up to make the stop.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. From the 36, Brady. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a 1st down. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
And that's a pleasing run there by Travis Etienne. And every time I see him carry it, I think of the word mature. Why? 4 full seasons at Clemson, not something you normally get with a running back. Had almost 5,000 yards rushing, the school record, along with 70 rushing touchdowns. That's both the school record and ACC record. The 2nd running back taken in the draft after Najee Harris from Alabama, number 25 overall. He's now wearing number 1 in the NFL after wearing number 9 at Clemson. He loves those single digits.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Brady going to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Browns. Jarvis Landry. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Parkey with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Now they can't bring him down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. From midfield, here's Brady. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Hey, watch it, watch it. Back's mine. 44's the head, gold 60. When he hits.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding.
They ain't on our side.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
11 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. On second down, a run with Etienne. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 42 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Draw play, Etienne. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Touchdown! Jarvis Landry, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road, week 1. You're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. KC's offense ready to take over. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Mahomes now on first down. And quickly to Kelsey. 7 yards the pickup there. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And that almost their first. INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. The Chiefs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back him up 5.
We got this.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Hey, man up, D. Man up. Hey, check it.
Here's Brady to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Wait, that wide, 80. Check. Let's go.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 25. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Mike, 53. Mike. I got you, punk. We can't have that.
And that'll set them back 5. Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Brady. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
The kick by Parkey is good, and that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Taken at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Calvin Ridley there to make the grab. And the Browns are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
Here's Hardman on the return. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And Demarcus Robinson may be unheralded on that Kansas City track squad of wide receivers, but he's been dependable for these Chiefs the past few years.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Now Mahomes. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 25 yards that time. Throwing now is Mahomes. Finding Hardman here over the middle. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Second down and 3. Mahomes to throw once more. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Brady going to look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they work this out past the 25. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got us